What is up, everybody? I'm here to give you a special review because Mario Kart just came out. And if you're like me, which everybody I'm sure is, because who doesn't love Mario Kart? So if you're an iPhone user or iOS user, I guess, because iPad and everything works, or an Android, Mario Kart is officially downloadable. And that's what I did. And this is me just giving you my quick thoughts on it, because even going into it, I'm like, okay, how much is this going to cost? Because even Link's Awakening just came out, the remake, and $60 on Switch and stuff. So I'm just kind of like, okay, why would they release something and it be free? But it is. It's totally free. Obviously, there are in-app purchases. This game calls it rubies, not rupees to get mistaken with Link, but there's rubies. So you can purchase that. Now, and those rubies are like you can buy coins with them, and coins is how you can make purchases in the store, like new characters, new kites, and that kind of stuff, even cars. So there's also a thing on how you like if you do good, you can. They show you the pipe, the green pipe that everybody knows, the choo choo choo. So that was my awesome sound effect. So then what happens is that's how you, supposedly it's random generator. We'll see on that. Just so you know, my very first character was Toad. So if that matches yours, I'm not guessing it's going to be a random generator. My second character was, Princess Peach. So there's my first two. See how that matches with yours. But yeah, you just like, it's not, you can have it so, it's motion censored and that kind of stuff. I don't have mine set that way. I literally have mine just on the finger setting, because I've never really loved the games where you just had to like tilt and everything like that. And so this one, you don't have to do that. It's a lot of just finger movements and right on the screen. So the whole time the phone can stay still and you're not having to move your head with it and that kind of stuff. So that's the cool thing. So yeah, when you get the pipe, you just slide down on the pipe and it shoots out supposedly a random character or something like that, or vehicle, a kite, depending on where you are in the game. So rubies can be used to purchase those as well. So when you start the game, it kind of gives you some basics. There's basically two different driving styles that I've seen so far, which is just your standard, just typical driving. The other way is that I've seen, like, what it is like when you hold down and you are pushing left and right, it just kind of steers that way. So that's more normal and that kind of stuff, which still does create the drift. Now, they also have a drift mode, and I started off with that. I haven't fully mastered that yet, because every time you do twist, you got that little hop or turn, not twist. You got that little hop. That's when they twist. And so, but that happens every single time you do, every time you go to make a turn. So, and I'm not a guy who drifts every single turn. So you still have normal drift when, you drive in a regular mode. So, you'll just have to play with that and see which one you like. You can change it later on. When you start off, though, it will ask you which method you prefer. Outside of that, how you start unlocking worlds, you can't just select it like normal and that kind of stuff. You have to win these Grand Prix stars. And in each world that you have or you go into, there's up to 5 Grand Prix stars that you could win. Obviously, if you get first, chances are you're going to win all 5. What I will say, too, is they also have the different CC levels. You got your 50, 100, 150. Those become unlockable after a while. I've already unlocked the 100cc, like after the second race. And because I'm assuming, just like with anything, the higher the CC, the more points you get. So yeah, you might be able to win easily under the 50cc, but a few levels into it, even getting first place might not give you enough Grand Prix stars to unlock the next world. So that's something to, keep in mind and stuff when you're selecting. Another thing that they've done in this game is it could be, a lot of us have that, oh, this is my character. Like, honestly, Toad was probably the main guy I use all the time. So I was like, oh, how awesome is this that I got Toad? For some reason, Dry Bones is another big character for me. But you can't just be that guy who always picks the same character. I mean, I guess you can, but there's specific worlds that have character incentives, even cart incentives and the kite incentives. So you can get, you know, when you hit the question mark box and that kind of stuff, you might get 2 items instead of just some characters might only get 1. So that's a thing to keep in mind when you're selecting your character per the course and stuff. And here's a quick picture to show you kind of the layout of what I mean. The 3 different tiers that they have. Obviously, the top is showing you additional like up to 3 things or whatever. The second tier and the first tier. So definitely keep that in mind when you're selecting your characters and stuff, and don't always just have the habit of like, oh, this is my character, which I totally get because I'm kind of that same way. So there's the basic laydown of that. What I have seen too is how you get the coins. Like you can do the rubies and transfer it to coins and things like that, but in the tracks, you'll see there's a lot of coins. That's where you want to collect coins. There's a gold rush racetrack that you could utilize in your golden Mario and stuff. So just the quick handful of races I've done with this, I absolutely love this. It keeps that home feel that the Mario Kart's always had. I'm only a few worlds into it, so I'm excited to see what's coming down the road with this for sure. To end this video, I recorded a full race just so you can kind of see it. And like I said, I did mention it's not the drift steering that I utilized. It's just the typical standard driving mode. So when you see it, you'll see just the curvy like grayed out arrow, and that's kind of showing you, okay, this is where you're steering your kart now. So it's very helpful. I like it. Some people might not like it. Just here's another little side note, because for some reason I seem to be getting a ton of bombs. If somebody runs into your car when you have a bomb, you definitely explode. So there's that cool feature. So, but yeah, just these are my quick thoughts on it. If you love Mario Kart, I definitely think this is worth the download. You do need to have a Nintendo account, which again, that is free. So if you don't have a Nintendo account, I already did, so it had my thing linked already. So I'm sure it's going to be super easy just to set one up. If you don't, if you do, it'll probably be just confirming your gamer tag and then just moving forward. So yeah, if you like Mario Kart, I recommend you to fully download it and stick by right here, because here's one of my races that I got to do, which has a very questionable ending with a blue shell. So yes, blue shells are still in this game. So thanks for watching. Here it is.